It's a women's bantamweight title fight between Amanda Nunes and Julianna Pena. All right, here's the #1 women's bantamweight contender. She believes for a while she's been the best at 135 pounds. She's making the walk tonight, staring down the champion. Confidence, not an issue. Fear, not a factor. We'll see if this talented #1 contender can shed that label and leave with a new one as the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. Well, this belt has changed hands quite a bit, but not since it's been held down by this young woman, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world. She has really set the standard for excellence at 135 pounds. Tonight, though, facing a #1 contender that comes in with a lot of momentum. So if she can defend the belt yet again here tonight, it would really go a long way in stamping her legacy as one of the greatest bantamweight fighters and champions of all time. Our tale of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. Pena is 30, Nunes is 32. The reach is identical. All right, now for the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, presenting the challenger, Julianna, the Venezuelan Vixen Pena! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners,
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. You've got maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter taking on a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner of the highest order. You got a sprawling brawl tonight.
Yeah, you got a sprawling brawl. You got to keep this fight upright. She needs to make sure that she doesn't overextend on any punches and find herself on the ground grab.
Oh, big knee!
You can't.
Whoa! They separate. Nunes gets hit with a kick.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown. Oh, nice right hand.
Pena's looking for that arm triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nunes. And they both stand up.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Double leg takedown, that's her best shot. Good again. Oh, and with urgency, she is back up again.
Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
All right, so Amanda Nunes getting off here again as usual. Really as well-rounded a fighter as we have in the men's or the women's game here in 2020.
Yeah, regardless of gender, right? Regardless of gender, Amanda Nunes stands amongst the best in pound for pound in the entire UFC.
All right, so she finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort earlier on, but cleaned up the technique a little bit, and now we'll see what she can do.
She cleaned it up. She really did take her time back. She took a step back. She evaluated what's my best course of action. Figured it out, got it done. Now, how does she handle being on top with dominant top position?
26 total strikes have already landed for Amanda Nunes. Well, we told you off the top her offensive wrestling was off the charts. She gets another takedown there. Now we'll see what she can do. Nunes is looking to lock up an armbar here. Oh, nice job, Ty. Nicely done.
Do something.
Seconds left. Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. Oh, saved by the bell, round over. And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round. All right, so a huge moment for her in that previous round, DC, as we show you some of the highlights. The knockdown nearly closed the show for her.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the knockdown because it looked like the fight was over. Now, is her opponent tough? Yes. But is her opponent smart enough to make the necessary adjustment as this fight goes forward?
You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
More clinching.
Pena gets touched by that kick there. Well, she connects with a right hand. She loves that right hand, and why not?
It's her best punch, and if her opponent doesn't change something, she's gonna go to sleep.
When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Nunes gets up and decides to take this fight back to its feet, despite having a seemingly dominant position on the ground. All right, so she lands another takedown here. I'm not saying she could take you down, but she's had no problem taking her opponent down tonight and continues to score points even though she's not necessarily keeping her down.
She's doing it over and over again.
Handy work there, beautiful straight punch, and now her opponent's firmly on the ropes.
But she can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to put chase the finish.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all. Pena's looking for that arm triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh, man, that was slick.
Fighters back to their feet here. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one.
The record is on repeat. Wash and rinse repeats over and over again, it's takedown after takedown.
Back to the feet now.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, another beautiful takedown.
In the men's game or in the women's game, the execution on a double leg takedown doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
It does not get much better than what we just saw. Her confidence in finishing the shot is unmatched.
Oh, how about that reversal by her there, champ?
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
Try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard.
All right, she's into full guard here, DC.
She's gonna be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
Final seconds here of round 2. 10 minutes in the books. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, she blocks the punch. And you get caught with that punch. All right, she's landed some pretty good shots here tonight, but still, DC, unable to string any solid combinations together.
I just don't believe she's confident in double leg shot.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. All right, she's got her in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the bottom fighter, nothing advantageous about it.
It's not a good position to be in when you're in the bottom position. You got to try to force some sort of improvement. You got to force some sort of action that will allow you to return to your feet. It's very tough. It's very difficult. But if you're patient, there will be an out presented to you at some point.
All right, so we got a little bit of separation now, but watch out for the setup. You got to think she's going to shoot for another takedown.
She's going to shoot for another takedown, and it may not look pretty. It may be her taking a shot halfway across the octagon. As long as she gets into contact, she is comfortable because she wants this fight down on the floor.
There's the shot. There's the takedown by Pena. All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Pena. Oh, pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing him over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Oh, nice job by her. Nicely done. Nunes gets up and is back on her feet. Very nice.
Clinch.
Well, how urgent is this fighter down the stretch? She is really lighting her up now. She found her range in the middle of this fight, and she is making up for lost time.
Straight punch lands.
Pena gets the takedown late in the round. That's useful.
Nice single.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go. Fourth round of a possible 5 is now underway, and now is the time, DC, where the endurance, the cardio, and the overall skills of these women figures to be tested.
Yes, both of them will be tested on the skill level.
She's got that weapon all night. She did not miss there.
She's been looking for it, and she finally got it. And now she's going to see if she can close the night.
Able to land with the left hand. Man, look at the bruising and the redness starting to appear on the left side of her body there. Not good. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nunes. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there.
Nice.
Very nice leg kick there by Nunes.
Again, back into this position.
She blocked the punch. Oh, the right hand is there for her. And they separate. Oh, and she gets the takedown there, DC. Now we'll see what she can do with it.
Let's see how she secures this position that she worked so hard to get.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work and put the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. And they separate. Nice punch by Pena. Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. Nunes gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there.
There's no give on that leg kick.
Again, they will clinch. We'll see how it goes. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
All right, so she goes to the kick and promptly lands. Nicely done there.
She has done that over and over again. Every time she throws it, it's landed.
Oh! Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays. DC, a lot of high-level striking and punching over those previous 5 minutes.
Man, she did a lot of good in that round. A lot of good. But it was the punches that really did allow her to take control of the round. What a great round. Can she build on that as we move forward?
Respira fundo. Isso. Bom, muito bom. São mais 5 minutos pra gente acabar com...
You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. And able to avoid the punch there. Nice slip by Nunes. Pena gets caught with that punch.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
Oh, hook shot blocked there by Nunes.
What a wrestler. That was an amazing takedown.
Oh, that's a nice job by her there to reverse the position on her.
She was in trouble. Now she is the one handing out the punishment. Great change of position very quickly.
Back in the clinch now.
Big kick lands.
They continue to exchange. All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves shot by her there. I'm sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick.
Under 3 minutes.
What a big-time takedown.
All right, so she does it again as she gets another takedown. Her opponent's done a decent job getting back to her feet, but once again gets planted firmly on her back.
She needs to defend earlier, because the moment this young lady gets her hands locked around your legs, locked around your body, she has so many different takedown attempts, so many different finishes, so many different skills, it's hard to keep up with her. She has to defend earlier, a lot earlier.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
All right, so we're on the feet at least for now, but you got to think, at least from her standpoint, another takedown attempt is imminent.
She's definitely going to be shooting another takedown attempt. It's where she wants to fight, and I really do applaud her for knowing where her strengths are and making sure she is fighting right there. Nice strike.
One minute to go in the fight. Nunes gets hit with a kick.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Off times another takedown by Pena. Takedown lands for her. Nice land there with the right punch. Easy to see why that is her weapon of choice.
Great right hand, nice land.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautifully.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
All right, so a title fight they'll be talking about deep into next week. We'll show you some highlights over those epic 25 minutes, but at the end of the day, I gotta think the champion did enough to retain her title.
She did enough to retain the title. It was a very close fight. It was a very competitive fight. But these are the two best fighters in the entire world. She was pushed to her limit, but she got the job done and should retain her title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision,